加拿大野火延烧近2个月，更多的浓烟往外飘，消防员忙得不可开交。
I would say overall the crews have been extremely busy, busier than probably any year that I can remember since 2016 for a spring season.
不止加拿大，美国西北部的华盛顿州野火又蔓延到5号隧道的位置，恐怕波及上百座的建筑。而在往南的亚利桑那州也无能幸免于难。
When a wildfire does break out, the first thing fire crews do is they start to form a perimeter around the wildfire to prevent it from spreading. Firefighters will begin using various resources to encircle the fire. Now, how much they have it encircled is how much that fire is contained. So this, for example, would be about 60%.
It doesn't mean that 60% of the fire is out. It means that 60% of the perimeter of the fire is being managed by fire crews.
今年美国的国庆连假，极端气候俨然成了关键字。
The heat is going to be across the deep south where it's going to be muggy, but the temperatures are going to be the warmest out in the southwest where we still have heat advisories. I mean, Vegas, Palm Springs, Phoenix, all above 100 degrees throughout the afternoon.
西南部地区饱受热浪所苦，德州还传出多起热伤害死亡案，民众放假外出只想去有水的地方。
Myself, now that I have AC, I hardly ever come out when it's the high temperatures. But when I do, I want to be where water is.
反观美国中部的芝加哥等地，上礼拜还在为加拿大飘来的浓烟叫苦，不料几天过去。
Welcome to Chicago.
又碰上雨弹来袭，部分地区时雨量飙破70毫米，导致高速公路水淹成灾。
Parts of the Stevenson Expressway were closed due to the early flooding. Illinois State Police say I-55 was shut down in both directions near Pulaski Road.
就连大卡车都有半个轮胎泡在水中。当地官员表示，这恐怕是芝加哥1987年以来碰过最大的雨势。
From severe weather to record-setting crowds, July 4th air travel is being put to the test. Friday, the Transportation Security Administration screened the most people at airports ever, 2.88 million, followed by 2.5 million people Saturday and again on Sunday.
而恶劣天气加上国庆出游潮，在使得美国空中交通大打劫。截至当地时间周一的下午，共有超过2500架次的航班被延误，还有800架航班取消，预估情况还可能继续。
For now, the Federal Aviation Administration is tracking even more severe weather, warning of ground stops for flights bound to more than a dozen airports on the East Coast.
远在大西洋另一头的英国也感受气候异常，英国证实创下史上最热的6月，平均气温达到15.8度，比1940和1976年6月所测得的14.9度均温整整高了0.9度。
Not many places have air conditioning, but when the heat starts to become intense and we're not used to that heat, then there's obviously issues for
今年极端气候看起来特别的严峻，部分原因也是受圣婴现象影响。
For example, Southern California tends to be wet during El Niños. Alaska tends to have warm winters, as does the upper Midwest. Australia tends to be dry during El Niños. So these are the typical atmospheric teleconnections we normally expect during an El Niño.
中美洲的巴拿马运河近期就因为干旱水位偏低，迫使当局要限制大型船舶通行。事实上，当地一座运河水库已经面临干涸。
There used to be boats right here where we are, this nearby resident says. Water came this far.
其余南美洲的国家感同身受，全长近4900公里，流经巴西、巴拉圭和阿根廷的巴拉纳河，一度因为干旱失去河运的功能，严重冲击人类经贸生活。
The situation in Argentina is unprecedentedly bad. They're having the worst drought conditions in 75 years, and we're seeing those conditions exist in neighboring countries as well. Chile having the worst drought conditions in 50 years.And Uruguay having the worst drought conditions in 80 years.
上个月墨西哥还飙出50度的高温，今年以来也通报破100人遭热死。联合国人权事务专员警告，2021年时已经有8.28亿人因气候危机面临饥饿灾难。若问题无法解决，预估本世纪中叶前面临饥饿的人数恐怕再增8000万人。TVBS新闻综合报道。
想看最完整的新闻内容，记得下载TVBS 新闻网 APP。